Hey guys, it's Jim here. Today's video is going to be a kind of quick one. However, the message is pretty important. It's something that we should all be doing every single time we experiment with new rigs and new setups. So my wife and I just finished wrapping up about a 2-hour practice session. We wanted to make sure that the quad cortex going into our home PA here was going to work all right as far as having separate effects loops, separate things going to the amp, separate things going to the computer, separate things going to the monitors. And to be honest, it's a lot more than I've ever had to do in terms of routing, and I'm new to quad cortex in this sense. So what I had done was I got everything sounding all right in the room. I connected everything into the Pro Tools rig that I use, and I just hit record. All I made sure was that the levels were at a pretty acceptable level, and we just went from there. I filmed pretty much the entire thing of it. However, once I was done, I went into Pro Tools. I was assuming I was going to have both DI and wet guitar processed and vocal takes. That was not the case. And I bring this to you because we are planning on filming and recording our entire set this Saturday night. It's a 3-hour gig. And I'm going to be posting some clips of it on there. I just wanted to make sure everything is going to be working fine. However, the lesson here is don't just assume you know how to set anything up. Go and try it first, really extensively. Make sure everything is as dialed in as possible, because the last thing you want to do is get to a gig, maybe something else, maybe it's something a little less complicated than that, and you just assumed you were going to be able to get it to work, you run into problems. Test everything at home. It's one less thing to worry about, and the less anxiety that you can have about your gear working and working the way that you want it to work, the better for your performance. You're going to go in a lot more cool and just saying, yeah, you know what, plug this in here, plug in my guitar, make sure the vocal mic has phantom power, and we're ready to rock. And in case you're curious how I routed this, on the first line I set up the effects loop completely independently, going right into the Black Star amp. The second line I had as my kind of front, where I plugged the guitar into input 1, then I had output 3 feeding into the amp. That was for the gate and any overdrives that I was going to be using. Obviously time-based stuff is going to be what's going to be in the effects loop. Then in a third kind of thing here, we used input 2, phantom power, a VCA compressor, and a little bit of reverb for my wife's vocal. That's going out of the main output number 1. Then that's connected in through the USB cable that this thing comes with straight into the Pro Tools rig, and man, it sounds complicated, but now it's pretty simple, and I'm really glad that I took the time to learn the hard way as to what's going to work and what's not going to work, because like I said, it's just going to make this go all the more smoothly and ensure that we have stuff that we can share with you guys. A lot of people have been asking, when are you guys going to be playing? When are you guys going to be posting clips of you? And quite frankly, a lot of the stuff we have is so old that we didn't feel it was appropriate to do it, and we're getting right back into it now starting this Saturday, and we hope to share a lot more going forward. However, that's going to be my little quick video on making sure you test your rig and make sure everything is going into Pro Tools if that's something you're interested in doing correctly. Leave a like if you like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are into the daily content, and other than that, I'll see you tomorrow. I think we're going to be demoing a new pedal. Haven't told you what it is yet, but you'll see then. Take it easy, you guys.